John and Caitlin, cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians. It used to be make-believe gunplay was considered pretty harmless. Not anymore, not in Conroe, where even intellectually disabled kids can end up in custody for reckless use of their imagination.
A Conroe child challenged with autism is facing a potential criminal charge tonight for playing with an imaginary rifle at school.
His parents say the 12-year-old had no idea he was making teachers or classmates uncomfortable, and they really can't believe that their disabled child was walked out of school in handcuffs.
Handcuffed and hauled away. It happened Monday to the 6th grade autistic student at Conroe ISD's Bozeman Intermediate School.
She just put handcuffs on me and told me that I needed to go with her.
David's mom, Amy, says she wasn't notified of the classroom incident until after her son was in custody. David spent 2 hours and 11 minutes here at the Juvenile Detention Center. An educator who apparently felt threatened and will force 12-year-old David Sims to attend an alternative disciplinary school for the remainder of the spring semester.
So Dominique and Bill, those two soldiers were shopping at this Walmart right here when a different customer came up to them and gave them a piece of his mind.
Y'all go over there and go stick y'all noses over there in other folks' business, and y'all ain't got no rights. Y'all ain't nothing but killers.
It's a confrontation these soldiers were not expecting.
This is what we fight for.
But what happened in this video has some people bothered.
Very disappointing.
This woman's son is in the Navy and was disturbed to hear about what happened.
Regardless, what they do over there is still giving us that freedom of not only of speech, but the freedom of living.
Started recording when she heard a man yelling at two soldiers. Quickly, a man stepped up to thank them for their service.
It makes me feel sad to hear that citizens will feel the need to voice their opinions, especially negative opinions, to our men and women in uniform.
If you do feel like, America's not the country for you or whatever, then by all means, that is your priority, your right, your prerogative. That's what you can do whatever you want. That's what I put on my uniform.
All right, Jason, thanks very much. Tonight at 5, a Mobile County school teacher's Facebook post getting a lot of attention. In that post, she claims she was sent home to change her shirt because it said, "Pray on it."
We took the complaint to the superintendent, Martha Peak, who tells us it's simply school policy. Now, this shirt is apparently in support of an Aubrey's Army fundraiser. The teacher posted this on Facebook last week, claiming she was asked to change her shirt at school, even though she wasn't trying to promote a religion. It reminded her of 11-year-old Aubrey Nicholas. It has "Just Pray on it" in support of Aubrey's Army, a fundraiser to help the young dancer from Sims diagnosed with a rare and inoperable brain tumor last year. But that's not the way the school's principal saw it.
We have to be cognizant of everyone's beliefs or everyone's thoughts in a public school. So at the point of looking and seeing "Pray on it," the principal said, "Can you put on a sweater or something?" knowing that there are other people who object to that.
The Department of Education tonight called these allegations deeply disturbing.
He was in charge of his school's best and brightest, and now he is behind bars.
Brady is facing multiple charges, including committing a criminal sex act and sex abuse.
Police sources say other boys may be involved as well.
Looking away from the cameras, a teacher for gifted students in Brooklyn is led out of the Special Victims Bureau in handcuffs. Andre, what do you have to say to this student's family? Brady teaches math at Lennox Academy in Canarsie. Brady's future as a teacher appeared promising. In 2014, he was one of only 4 CUNY students awarded a $100,000 fellowship.
Even appearing in subway ads, a recipient of a prestigious $100,000 fellowship.
It's really disturbing.
His students can't believe it. Parents here at Lennox Academy in Canarsie are stunned too. Having sexual contact with a 14-year-old male student more than once over the course of a month. It's alleged to have happened inside one of the school's bathrooms.
What he's shown us, he doesn't seem like somebody that's capable of something like that.
No one knew him to be someone like this.
Excellent teacher, so I can't believe it. I'm shocked.
He doesn't come across, the guy lives a normal life.
Nobody inside his Crown Heights apartment answered the door Wednesday night.
Shocked, because I always heard stuff like this going on, but close to home, it's like, it's really close to home.
Now, Dan, the girl's parents want you to see this video because they want to know if other children have faced the same treatment.
It's absolutely bone-chilling to see the way this adult woman treats this child.
A California school district may soon be slapped with a lawsuit after a bus driver was caught on camera taunting a young girl with autism.
Then Klopson gets even more physical.
You might think you can get away with this, but not on my bus. Now you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
The girl hits her head on the floor and the struggle continues for more than a minute.
And it gets physical.
Okay, you done? Let's go.
For almost 4 more minutes, the driver is alone with the girl, yanking her up and back down, ripping off her jacket, and eventually dragging her off the bus.
Just seeing the level of anger and violence that this woman thought it was okay to impose on an 8-year-old special needs girl, it was absolutely uncalled for.
It's absolutely horrifying. This woman has no business driving a special needs bus.
We want to warn you, the video is hard to watch.
Okay, let me know when you have your seatbelt buckled.
School bus surveillance cameras are rolling as the driver confronts an 8-year-old girl with autism, blocking the aisle with her leg.
And if you stick your feet out like that again to keep her from moving, you are going to be on the window. Got it? Izzy's acting like she's younger than her baby sister. Oh, Izzy's only 2. How old is Izzy?
Oh, that driver says the video shouldn't have been released.
A few minutes go by. Then a teacher's aide comes to get the girl, but the driver is now taunting her as she cries hysterically.
Okay, so I get to do that again. Help you sit up. Get up. You want to crawl? You can crawl.
Then the driver closes the door.
We'll be right there. Okay, you done?
The family's lawyer calls that false imprisonment.
She's trapping her there so she can continue to be violent with her.
Klopson tries to force the backpack on.
I don't want you. No, I'm not going to stop.
She finally opens the door. The staff member helps the girl off the bus. Klopson notices she has drawn a crowd.
It's okay, I didn't hurt her, guys. I'm in your own life. Okay. Bye. I'll see you after school. That should be interesting.
What you're seeing is horrific mistreatment and abuse by an adult bus driver.
I tried to question School Superintendent Jane Shemaya after a public event last week about the training and oversight of her school bus drivers.
Can you talk to me about that?
No, I can't. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Even later?
A spokesperson later texted saying no one from the district would talk because of the ongoing criminal case.
This next story has video that may be hard to watch. Months of abuse and torment. A 9-year-old with autism hit and threatened by his bus aide and driver, people he should be able to trust.
Nikki O'Toole, who has autism, was 9 when he endured months of torment by his school bus aide.
Stop again and I'll stop here.
And bus driver, too.
He would be crying, "Mommy, I'm scared."
27 times over a 3-month period. And verbally threatened by the driver.
Listen, you little monster, and I'm going to throw you out the window! Head first!
Why would you ever say those kind of things to a child like that?
Joseph Hamilton was the man behind the wheel of the bus. Telling him you're going to throw him off the bus?
I never would have thought it. Not once. I hugged the aide. I thanked the aide for taking care of Nikki.
District 204 pulled the videos. In one video, the pair jokes about slapping Nikki.
Don't let that little poor he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it.
They knew that he couldn't tell his mom.
O'Toole says police have even more videos and describes what was said in another one.
What kind of mother would want a child like you?
She says the bus company has months of disturbing videos. On camera, the bus aide seemed to show some remorse. But that just turned into a plan to cover themselves.
You need to write today up that he's violent in order to protect us.
All right. You were his bus driver. I mean, that family trusted you.
It happened yesterday at Cedar Hill High School in Southwest Dallas.
Well, many of you have expressed outrage, disbelief over what you saw happen here at Cedar Hill High School.
When you teach physics, like Bobby Sinji, you expect students to get frustrated. But never like this. The students start shoving papers and Sinji.
I've been here for 5 years. It's the first time a student has ever laid hands on me.
Video of a classroom confrontation is spreading on social media.
It's hard to watch. A student knocking papers off a teacher's desk, cursing, and then shoving the teacher's face over a cell phone. The Cedar Hill High School physics teacher calmly hands it back.
In it, you can see one of Sinji's students throwing a temper tantrum.
You can spin a negative situation into a positive situation.
The student has since apologized to Sinji, who isn't even holding a grudge.
It broke my heart a little bit, to be honest.
That's why Hunt and his daughter are rallying around that teacher today.
Today we got some stuff for Mr. Sorgi.
They're bringing him gifts.
To a great man. That's what the card says.
And kudos.
And I just want to let him know I appreciate him for how he handled that.
This is the incident that has Spring ISD taking legal action.
Everybody was freaking out. Everybody was running around. The whole school was talking about it.
Students here tell us it all began when this student was told to leave the classroom. In the video, you can see the teacher next to him moving his desk. Randy Scott says watching the video made her upset.
That's so sad. I just feel for the teacher.
Well, if you don't know who Lil Tay is, ask your kids. The 9-year-old internet star is controversial, known for her foul-mouthed antics and exaggerated claims of personal wealth.
Lil Tay just copped a brand new Ferrari. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I'm out here flexing and all y'all broke.
Lil Tay is often seen tossing stacks of $100 bills by fancy cars.
Y'all ain't doing it like Lil Tay. This is why all y'all ears hate me.
Lil Tay's videos are crass.
This car cost me $130,000.
Most of them revolve around cars and cash. And posts from the 9-year-old striving to be the next YouTube and Instagram sensation recently got her mother caught using her client's Vancouver property as a film set.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. This costs more to your rent.
Her mom, a local real estate agent, has quit her job after a customer recognized his condo on Homer Street was used in Tay's Instagram video. In one video, she claims an apartment overlooking the Hollywood Hills is hers, but the skyline clearly is actually Vancouver.
His red Mercedes SL 500, also used as a prop in one of the profanity-laced posts.
Y'all said I wouldn't make it, but look, I'm verified now.
Social media experts say the problem is when parents push their children to act this way on social media. It pays off.
I hate to say it, but behavior is getting recognized, and whether it's good or bad, her last Instagram video had over 1 million views in 24 hours.
And views can translate into actual cash. While Lil Tay can be considered a child actor just being given a script, this online character could be tough to shed when she's older.
And it is acting. And the hard part here becomes when something negative does happen, you see a lot of those YouTubers try and separate the personas they have online from their actual person, and it becomes very hard to do.
See that view? Y'all don't have that view, and I be holding your mama's rent.
The consequences for Lil Tay's mom a lot more immediate. With the writing on the wall, she resigned from her job.
I'm out here flexing and all y'all broke.
Your show made Danielle Bregoli, a.k.a. Cast Me Outside.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
Outside,
Right.
yep. You made her famous for awful behavior. She was, but now she has a record deal under her rap name Bad Baby and a national tour and was just nominated for a Billboard Music Award alongside real artists Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
13-year-old Danielle Bregoli is better known as the Cash Me Outside girl who rose in popularity after an appearance on the Dr. Phil show.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Also known as the Cash Me Outside girl who obtained celebrity status after her foul-mouthed appearance on the Dr. Phil show went viral. Restaurant brawl, a victim of an attack in Lake Worth, is speaking publicly for the first time. The fight was caught on camera and involved a group of girls.
For no reason, my friends and I were first verbally assaulted. Then my fiance and I were physically attacked by someone we learned later was Danielle Bregoli and the people with her.
He said Danielle's behavior is a pattern and she's cashing in on it. He said she may also get her own reality show.
The father is accusing Danielle's mother of not supervising her properly and allowing her to go on the Dr. Phil show. He said she's being pushed into bad behavior, including sexual behavior online.
So, do you regret putting her on TV?
First off, I got two things to say. Number one, I did not make her famous. The Twitter sphere and the internet made her famous. No, I don't regret putting her on TV.
Before we let Dr. Phil go, we wanted to ask him about entitlement culture in this nation and what it means for us.
We do have a generation that I think we have raised with a great degree of entitlement.
Is this culture of fame, of narcissism, of obsessed with the camera, and what are you going to do for me? How is it all about me?
When you look at America, people sometimes ask me, what's wrong with America?